Welcome everybody to the NPC Village, where we are just a few we are just a few friendly, non-playable characters who are going to talk about our experiences. And in this podcast, these experiences are probably about gaming or nerd-related stuff. I'm going to push A on you, Ronan. How are you feeling this sunny springtime day?
Hello. This is Ronan, and today I am feeling kind of gloomy because even though we're in the same village, we have different weather, and over here it's cloudy and rainy.
Oh, I think that might be coming to my side of the town. Yeah, all the weather is saying like you're going to get 5 days of rain. Good luck.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, on my side of town, you know, it's we needed the rain, so bring it on, I say.
Yeah. Well, those weather conditions get changing weather conditions get a lot of players.
Yeah.
It's a feature.
Weather dynamics, yeah.
Dynamic weather system.
I remember when they included that in World of Warcraft. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Like you know, you're out in the middle of nowhere and it's raining and thundering. I was like, oh wow, it's revolutionary. But now games have it. All games have it. I think even Pokemon has it.
Yeah. All that like dynamic weather just helps it feel like a real living world, you know.
Yeah. I when I play MMOs, I always get really into it. So I imagine I'm really a warlock out there in the middle of the rain with a demon with a hood on, and I walk into that inn and look at all the other people. It'd be kind of cool if the weather actually kind of bogged you down a little, so it would kind of force people into an inn. And then I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's like Dungeons and Dragons level of detail, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like that would be for everyone. Some people would get annoyed. I'm like, man, I'm trying to quest. Now it's raining.
How am I supposed to grind like this is a Korean MMO if it's realistic?
I know, right? I'm over the grind. I'm over MMOs with the grind. Like, bring on realistic stuff. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, like there was a game I played semi recently. You ever get like big into Genshin Impact?
No, I remember you playing that one, and I actually one time I went to Starbucks, and every time I go to Starbucks, there would be this one guy who was always playing that game. But I never played it. I assumed that it was a lot like, what was that other game that we played, Phantasy Star Online, I think.
Oh yeah, Tower of Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Was it? Okay.
It just, I mean, it's really good and fun, and the world is open, and there's like people and whatever. But once you get to a certain point, it kind of reveals that it secretly wants you to grind more than an MMO, like more than anything I've ever seen, ever.
Oh man.
It's like, to get to the next level that would be appropriate for you to continue the story, you're going to need to kill this boss 8 times. By yourself. You have to kill a boss 8 times to try and get a specific drop. I'm like, I don't want to do that. Like, I played this game for 40 plus hours now, and I have never had to do that. And suddenly this is what the game is. Like, it was awful.
I like things like Final Fantasy 14. Like, yeah, they want you to grind dungeons, but now they have so much content now after all these years that they can actually recycle dungeons.
Oh yeah.
So you can technically go through like tons of different dungeons and have different experiences and still be leveling up. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, those are nice, because then you got like random people, and some of them are good, and some of them are like, I know a quick way to beat this, just follow me. And then
oh yeah.
Genshin Impact, no, they're just like, you're alone, good luck, kill this boss 19 times, you might get the 6 items you need, who knows. They don't respect your time at all. I was so thrown off, I just dropped the game cold.
That sucks. Yeah, so many people really like that game, but I didn't know they had that.
Neither did I. That's what's crazy. Like, the first 40 hours of the game, totally awesome and fun.
And then you can't really stick to that same game style? Like it has to go through the grind afterwards?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And it's more evil because some of the characters you can unlock are better than other ones naturally. So technically, it would be easier if I paid a lot of money to unlock a good character, is the catch. That's their trap. It's just like, you enjoyed it? I bet he's going to invest $150 on random draws now.
Yeah, well, after all that time you invested into it, you're like, okay, do you really want to give up and just, let all that time go to waste? Or do you want to give us $50?
I mean, it's so skeevy. Like, that's what they do. It's the newest, most evil kind of free-to-play scam. Like, they really, really build a good, deep relationship with you and make the experience awesome until it isn't.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. It's so evil.
Like, I forget how those memes go, but like when the devil is like looking and they're like, oh man, that's way more evil than me. Like, I'm evil, but I'm not that evil.
Yeah. Oh my! I just can't believe it. I don't know. I'm still disappointed thinking about it because I spent money on it and stuff too. Like,
I've never brought myself to spend that much money on free-to-play games. I don't know why. Like, you would think, oh yeah, I didn't spend any money to play this game and I'm having fun. I would be open to spend a little bit of money, but the last time that I did that was Pokemon Go, and it was early on in the game, and I wanted to catch a Squirtle, and at the time I thought Squirtle was really rare, so I spent $5 to get some Pokeballs, and I think the Squirtle disappeared, so I didn't even get to catch it.
oh, oh my lord! What's happening right now? Oh,
what's happening?
It's the news segment where we review news headlines and talk about them.
Every time it catches me off guard. Every time.
Let's see. I got a couple pulled up. Okay. Well, I guess this one related to April Fools. You do anything on April Fool's Day?
No. I used to trick people or my family, but I've been out of touch with April Fools for a while. Usually I feel bad if I trick them too hard.
Oh yeah. On April Fools, I put my daughter in my spot for streaming, and then I had her stream a game.
Oh yeah.
So then when people would join in, they're like, "Hey, wait a second, is that you, PUMAPAKI? Are you using a voice changer? Are you really a girl?" And I would have her say like, "Yes, this is me."
It's always been me.
What are you guys talking about? I thought it went over well until somebody on TikTok reported me for having a child on live stream, even if it was just voice,
Oh, I did not. What the heck? I didn't know that could happen.
Yeah, like if you break any of their rules, even if they're dumb or they can't verify them, they like ban you temporarily to like investigate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had to make it short because somebody I guess got butthurt about getting tricked, and then they were like, "That's enough," and they just booted me off of there. I don't know. I mean, I'm back on, but
yeah. Okay, you're back on. Okay. Unfortunate. That was. It was fun. It was funny, and she has a good voice. Like, she could lead her own little YouTube channel.
But she's always pretending to be on YouTube, which is weird. So I kind of figured, and then I told her, I was like, just pretend like you're on YouTube, making a YouTube video.
Yeah, that was fun.
But this article says the best and worst April Fool's jokes in gaming for 2023.
Ooh, now I remember a few back in my day, but let's go and see what's on the list.
Well, did you hear Nintendo did one where they made an announcement that said you can now switch to the movie voices for all the characters in every Mario game.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I bet that whoever fell for that would have been pissed.
Or wait, I guess that was IGN. Oh yeah, never mind. It's just IGN did that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they have a video too that like demonstrates it in real time. And I saw it. I was kind of convinced. I'm like, how in the world is that gonna work? And they get to the Chris Pratt Mario jumping, and he's like, "Huh, yeah." I was like, this is not gonna be good. I totally fell for that one.
That would have been funnier if Nintendo had announced that they were strictly only going with the movie voices now.
Oh god, no.
They're retiring the original Mario voice, and now they're going with Chris Pratt exclusively. Like, oh no.
Oh. Well, you know what's weird? They probably could do that because the original Mario voice guy is he's getting up there. He's getting pretty old.
But I mean, he's still kicking. He's still doing his thing.
I hope so. Yeah. Otherwise, soon they're gonna have to like look into some voice replacement guy or something.
Yeah.
And if they're thinking about like Chris Pratt kind of voices for that, no.
No, I don't think they could afford Chris Pratt full time.
You'd be like, hi, I'm Mario. How are you doing, Princess Peach? Hello. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's see. Here's another one. This one doesn't seem that funny, but I just bring it up because we were just talking about it. It says, Genshin Impact made a fake reveal for 4 playable cat characters.
Oh. Cat characters?
Yeah, like actual little cats that just say like,
oh,
and they have like text. Like normally when they reveal a character, it says like a cool quote. All the quotes are just like meow 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 meow. I mean, clearly that one's fake, but like I wouldn't be opposed to that, you know.
Oh, so these are recent April Fools.
Oh yeah, just from what was it like this weekend, last weekend, or
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna go off of the best of the. Like the top 10, you know, or top 5, I don't know what it is, jokes from the past. I guess we can go into the stuff we can remember later.
Oh, yeah.
Afterwards.
Oh, I thought this one was real, and I don't know if it is real or not. I can't figure it out. Okay, so I guess they said there was a game where Sonic the Hedgehog is murdered, and you need to figure out who murdered him.
Oh. Okay.
And I don't know if it's real or not. Like, it's in this article, but the article is talking about something having to do... I'm going to look it up now. Like, is this real? Yeah, never mind. Yeah, new official Sonic game straight up kills him. Like, what?
Kills Sonic, huh?
Or maybe it's fake. No, I don't... Yeah, I guess it's fake. I can't tell. Maybe it was that good. I just have no idea.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm going to assume it's fake.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like a shocking, like, whatever, you know, a Sonic murder mystery game doesn't sound too shocking.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I wouldn't buy it, but, you know, there's people out there who might.
I mean, at this point, they probably need to do something different, right?
Yeah. Murder mystery wouldn't have been my first choice, but, you know.
Right, like, and Sonic, too, like, not even just a side character, like... Your iconic guy is dead?
I know. I mean, I know there's a lot of... I mean, not to go down the Sonic multiverse or whatever, the Sonic universe rabbit hole, but I think Mario characters are more known. Like, you could have, like, a Nintendo murder mystery. That would be... I could see that.
Yeah.
Someone killed Toad. Who could it have been?
Yeah, find the Toad murderer. The rest of these don't look that interesting.
Oh, okay.
So we can just move on to the next article, I guess.
Well, I remember, I think this was during high school, maybe. Back when IGN revealed the Legend of Zelda movie. Do you remember that one? They came out with a trailer.
Yeah.
That one actually tricked me. Like, I thought it was real. Like, they looked like they put some real effort into that trailer.
Oh yeah, it's like super convincing if I remember.
I mean, Zelda or Link wouldn't have been my first choice, but whoever was the actor who played it, I was like, man, I could have done something better. But no, it looked great.
I think I remember everyone talking about it, and like they talk about it in a way that they obviously didn't know that it was a joke. You know?
Yeah.
And they're just
Oh,
like,
I
did you
know.
see that trailer for that? Oh my god.
People on Facebook were sharing it like if it was real and super excited. Oh, it's coming April 1st. I was like, no, dude, no. Look at the date, man.
The date. Oh.
And I think I remember uh, World of Warcraft announcing uh, they were implementing the Guitar Hero controller as able to use to play a certain class, and like you would have, in order to play the class, you'd have to play the guitar, and the undead was playing the guitar too, and I was like, okay, that's fake. Funny, but fake. And I think, and then they also introduced Molten Core. The Molten Core raid was being released on Atari,
Oh man,
and
yeah.
so I think the Warlock block was purple, and like the Warrior block was blue. And, yeah, you had everybody color coded. It was obviously fake, but pretty creative. Back when Blizzard had creativity.
Well, now I'm gonna look up like the best one. Now I'm thinking about it. The
Yeah,
best April 1st pranks in gaming.
Yeah.
Because I don't really remember that many now that I think about it.
Number one, what is it? Diablo, whatever. What was that? Diablo Pocket Edition? I forget what it was called.
Diablo Pocket Edition?
No, yeah, that one where the guy said, "Is this an out of season April Fool's joke?" What was it? Diablo
Oh, Diablo Immortal?
Immortal. Yeah, I was thinking Diablo Eternal. I'm thinking of Doom Eternal.
Oh. Yeah, that was a real game, though. I beat that one.
Yeah, no, I know. Everyone thought it was a joke at first.
Oh, I know. Which is weird. Like, who... They've never made, like, a phone game before. It's so confusing. Who would just
And they made it
randomly...
such a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're talking to all these PC gamers, and you're telling them get a phone. Like come on.
I have no idea. I don't...
All those dudes want to justify their $3,000 gaming rigs.
Dang, I can't really find any good ones. I don't know. I don't... I guess people aren't keeping track of them. I don't know. There's just, like, not a good list of them anywhere.
Oh, that's
Darn.
unfortunate. Maybe we should create one.
Oh, yeah.
That would be a top selling. PUMAPAKI presents the top 10 April Fools jokes in gaming. There you go.
Yeah.
Research.
Okay. We could probably pull something off like that.
Yeah.
I just don't remember any of them. You might have to write most of them.
Well, I mean, I remember the ones I listed, but I'd have to. Usually, IGN comes up with some good ones.
Here, I have an article. It's something I don't think we've ever talked about. It says only 37% of viewers finished Amazon's Lord of the Rings TV show, the most expensive in history. Did you ever watch that show?
I did not, and I kept hearing only bad things about it. Like the show was pretty from the screenshots that I saw, but no, I never actually gave it a shot. Based on the reviews, I felt like it was going to be one of those one and done and canceled, so I didn't want to get invested in something that wasn't going to last.
Oh yeah. I mean, I watched it and like I want to say like it wasn't a piece of garbage. It's just there's so many elements to it that don't make like sense in the way like the people that they chose to be in the show don't look how they should, and like the time period is kind of random and weird. It's like a prequel.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If you ignore those things, it was okay. You know, like it wasn't an exceptional show, but it wasn't like a garbage heap. It's just there's some things you have to like ignore just to enjoy it in the first place.
Yeah. I guess I just had other shows to watch.
Oh yeah, because it's like there's a lot of characters like there's a lot of elves, but then they chose. Because if you think about the elves they chose in the movies, you know, like Orlando Bloom or somebody, it's like some handsome young man. The elves in this one, they just pick totally like average people. average people. Two of them are like old guys, and you're thinking like, what? Wait a second, like, aren't you supposed to be an elf? Like, aren't they all supposed to be super young, or look young? What in the world? I don't know. Just the people that were casting and the people that were writing it didn't really care how anyone would feel. They were just like, just do it. Throw all the money at it. No one will care. It's a popular thing.
Just like The Witcher. I don't know if you watched The Witcher on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
They, from everything I hear from Henry Cavill and how the writers basically didn't care about the source material. I mean, that's what he says anyway. I don't see why he would lie about it, but yeah, it's a bunch of writers, I guess, just trying to make a buck. They don't really care about long-lasting product. It's sad.
I did watch most. I think I watched most of the Witcher show, but like in the background. I wasn't like super invested in it. Mostly because I only ever played like part of Witcher number 1, like the beginning part of it, and then I didn't really play any other ones.
Oh, so you didn't play Witcher 3?
No. Like I started Witcher 3, but then I realized I don't know what's happening, and I don't know anybody. Like I don't know what's going on, so I couldn't enjoy it.
Like I wanna replay Witcher 3 because it was a great game. Like I highly recommend it. You could literally like ignore the main quest and just be a Witcher going town to town and kind of solving mysteries like Supernatural, for example, where you would come to the town and they're like, yeah, somebody keeps killing all my sheep, and then then you have to investigate. Okay, what is it that's killing all the sheep? And you have to go to a certain time at a certain time of day to witness what's happening, and then, or you can go about it so many different ways to figure out who the monster is, and then after you figure it out, you still have to then prepare, because every monster is weak to something. So you have to go and pick the flowers or whatever, the herbs to create the poison that you need to be able to defeat the monster. And then to make it even better, you can even say, for example, you're fighting a werewolf. You can choose to either kill the werewolf, or you can even try a passive route and try to talk the person into being okay if you catch them like not transformed, and you can end up not killing anything. And like the game is so open to interpretation how you want to play it.
I mean, I know number 3 is good. Everybody's always raving about it and stuff. I started with number 1, which like I don't want to say is bad. I just couldn't finish my playthrough of it. I don't know.
If you ever want to play a single player game, give Witcher 3 a try. It's a little overwhelming, but you just kind of take the game as it comes to you, and eventually you get sucked into it, and it's a really good game.
Oh. I mean, I've seen enough memes to know that like a portion of the game is Geralt like banging chicks, just like betting a bunch of women.
There's some. It's not a bunch of women, but yeah, you do have a choice between, I think, maybe 3 women. But everybody knows Yennefer is the right choice, so you just go with one. And if you attempt to do, because I think there's 2 main women, if you attempt to court both of them at the same time, you actually get a scene where they both come in at the same time and they're like fixing to undress, and I think they undress you or Geralt, and you're about to have a threesome, and then they tie you to the bed, and then they leave you there and they walk away.
Oh
yeah.
My God.
So you don't actually get to do anything fun.
Oh jeez. I know in the show he wound up like kind of betting a few women.
Yeah.
But like at that time, you're kind of like, well, he's Henry Cavill. He's all muscular as heck. So obviously,
The most good-looking, muscular nerd on the planet.
oh yeah. But that's why I wasn't invested in the show much because like I didn't know enough, you know. And you're kind of watching it thinking, well, is this part of the main story? Is it not?
Oh, yeah.
What am I missing? Meh.
No, the show is good. The show is all right, but the game is great, and I mean the books are great too. You're not missing anything if you don't play the first and second Witcher game. Like you get all the backstory of all the characters that you're messing with. So
because I remember I started it, and then he's like in a tavern or something. He's like playing a card game, and the first thing I tried to do was do the card game, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. What? Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna skip this.
I'll say this. Maybe it'll help you get interested or not. But the main villain of the game, I forget what it's called, but it basically is this entity. And I was mind blown because I've never played the first and second game. This was my first taste of The Witcher. I didn't know that this kind of stuff was in The Witcher, but the bad guy travels the multiverse in search of like power or something, and it basically comes and like it's kind of like the Night King from Game of Thrones. Like it's just a skeletal and dead monster dude, and like at one point you actually end up going to other universes, and I think it's implied that this thing has gone to universes in the modern world and has destroyed cities and armies and tanks and stuff.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, you end up going to fragments of other worlds, but then you end up going back to the normal world. But I was just like, what the heck am I playing? Like I didn't know we were dealing with the multiverse over here.
You'd never expect. Whoa.
No, not at all. I thought it was just monsters. But no, it was great. It was really refreshing. It reminded me of so many good games like BioShock Infinite and stuff.
Dang. That's a series that I miss, yeah.
Oh yeah, me too. I've been wanting to buy the collection pack to play all 3 games.
A dialogue box has popped up. It wants you to answer a question. What you playing? A nice little segment where we want to talk about what sort of games we've been playing recently and what is new in them. On my last stream that I did today, I played Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland for Game Boy Advance. And it was fun. It was good.
Old school.
Yeah. My streams, I try to do like semi-uncommon games, you know, like games people probably didn't play, just to keep it like interesting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
And I kind of doubt anyone would have remembered this game because I was able to beat it in like 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
That's the whole game in just 2 hours. Like, this is a mainline Kirby game. Like, what?
Speaking of games, yeah, that get beaten so quickly. So I don't really have a lot to add to any new games. I'm still playing Crisis Core Reunion. And I've decided, I don't know if I mentioned in the last podcast or not, but I've decided not to platinum the game. It's ridiculous the amount of stuff you got to do on it. And
the missions.
The missions. And the missions revolve, a lot of them around random chance.
Oh, yeah.
And so you can literally get a trophy that will take you maybe 11 minutes to unlock, or it could take you 3 days. Like, who knows? And I'm not there for that. I'm a dad with a really full-time job, so I don't have time to be chasing down platinum. So I'm just gonna play the game and enjoy it, and move on to the next game.
Oh,
but
yeah.
One game, going back to how quickly you beat Kirby, I remember having a lockdown at Peter Piper, and they had the Lost World arcade game, Jurassic Park Lost World, where you can you shoot your way through the whole game.
Oh yeah.
And I remember when I used to visit Peter Piper, like you put in your quarters and you play the game and you die and I never beat the whole game with the quarters.
Uh-huh.
But during the lockdown, of course, all the games are unlimited. You don't have to put in quarters for anything. So I remember sitting down and playing it. Man, I beat that game in like 5 minutes. Like since I had unlimited lives, essentially, I didn't realize how quick those games really are in reality.
5 minutes.
Yeah, like there's not that many levels actually. Like it seems like a lot because you're spending quarters, but once you're done, yeah, you can shoot the dinosaurs and then you get to the end and then you're done. Like it was nothing to it.
Dang, that's a big trick, Jeez.
Right? Like they make it seem like, oh crap, it's a big old game, but in reality, it's not that long. It's just meant to give you eat your quarters, and of course, you have limited lives when you have a limited game.
As a kid, you got like $2 only, and you're like, I hope that I don't die.
Yeah, and then you go through those $2, and then you're done. And your parents don't want to give you any more money, so.
One day I'll beat this game, and you got to restart from scratch the next time. We are now loading up a save file so we can enter the library. Here we're going to talk about the vast storage of TV shows, movies, books, whatever that we have consumed lately. Ronan, what have you been watching lately?
Well, we should call this the One Piece section.
This is now the One Piece segment where all we talk about is One Piece.
Yeah, One Piece hijacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been watching, honestly. I think yesterday I sat down because I've been home alone since my family's been camping, and so I sat down and I was gonna choose a movie. Actually, I don't know if this is the right segment, but I had watched the trailer for that new Spider-Verse movie, Into the Spider-Verse or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, it does. And I was like, man, I feel like watching like Spider-Man, so I was gonna watch No Way Home, and then as I was gonna start it, I was like, man, but no, I really just want to watch One Piece. So I put One Piece on, and I know you're ahead of me now, but I just started the Fishman arc, and so far I'm really invested. Like the restaurant arc, I liked it, but I did feel like it went on a little too long. Just like the arc before that one, like I feel like some of these arcs, there's a lot of stuff happening, but nothing that's progressing things. Not that I'm complaining, because I still really enjoy the show, but this arc, like it's really different. Like this one might be, I don't know. You hyped it up, so I was pretty excited for it. But so far, it's caught my interest.
Oh yeah, this is like I think I sent you a message. It's like the most Dragon Ball Z-esque thing I've ever seen in a while.
Well,
other than
I know you said it was gonna be like it's gonna be hard to top that, and I haven't seen this episode yet, so I don't know. But like I said, I saw a random clip of Luffy and this other chick that I've never seen before fighting this big dude. And I mean, it looked Dragon Ball Z. Like Luffy had a transformation, and he's riding a freaking dragon. And like the animation that I was seeing was like Luffy is levels above now, whatever he's at now. Like I could totally see the current Luffy fighting Goku, and like that'd be some epic fighting right there for sure.
I guess you can kind of compare, like if he gets a lot better than this, then this must be like the equivalent of in Dragon Ball Z when they first encounter like Frieza's group, Yeah. It's kind of like that, where it's like it builds slow and then it just like drags on, but then like all of it is really interesting and good.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good way to put it. Like back in the day, you had the Frieza art, the Namek art, where
Yeah.
it was slow going because it took forever to get to the Frieza fight and all that, but everything was still interesting. As opposed to now, like Dragon Ball Super, things get resolved fairly quickly. Like the episodes don't last that long.
I think a lot of modern animes sort of do that now, don't they? Like they kind of learned
Yeah,
about dragging it out, and they were like, let's not do that anymore.
yeah, that's the impression that I get now.
It's like
They
I
don't.
I watched that Trigun show that you were telling me about, and in that one they really don't have a lot of filler. They're just like go 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 go.
I mean, nowadays, as a kid, I think I appreciated filler, but now as an adult, I can appreciate not having any filler because now every episode is interesting. Every episode moves the plot forward.
Oh yeah.
Uh, as opposed to now, like we don't have that much time anymore. That's why I've decided to watch One Piece and with a recommended watch list to just not watch that filler.
Somebody told me a long time ago. I don't remember who it was. Um, and they said like filler in anime is only because the TV show people and the manga people are on like different parts of the story. And then when
Yes,
they meet, the TV people are like, "Crap, we have no content. Make them have a barbecue for 4 episodes." I don't know.
yeah, exactly. No, that is exactly why it happens. And sometimes, like in the case of Dragon Ball Super, they did get ahead of the show in the Tournament of Power, or they ahead of the manga in the Tournament of Power, but they wanted to keep the story going. So the writer, I think it was Akira Toriyama, basically gave the show little clips of what would eventually happen. But if you read the manga in Tournament of Power versus the show, compare it, things happen very differently. Like, I don't know, have you watched all of Super?
I haven't yet, but on accident, I've seen enough clips that pretty much know what happens.
Yeah.
Like I've seen enough
Well,
like little TikTok clips where it's like Goku fighting the Jiren guy, and he's like, "I'm gonna activate autonomous Ultra Instinct." I'm like, "Okay, yep, spoiled, cool, all
well,
spoiled."
I'm sure then you've seen the fight between Goku versus Kefla, which is the fusion of the two Super Saiyan girls.
Oh no, I don't think I have seen that one.
Yeah. So in the anime, they Goku fights this fusion between two Super Saiyan girls, and it's a good fight, really cool actually in the anime. But the Goku has to go like Ultra Instinct sign, like it's the one right before the autonomous or whatever, to defeat her. So in theory, that would mean that this fusion girl is now as powerful as like more powerful than a Super Saiyan Blue kind of thing.
Yeah, jeez.
But if you read the manga, Goku never fights her. It's Gohan who fights her and defeats her.
Oh.
And that's a completely different turn of events because that means Gohan's on par with the power. And let's not get into Super Dragon Ball power level scaling and all that because that's a whole rabbit hole in itself. But it's different. Like this post show can turn into a Dragon Ball show just talking about power levels.
Just anime, yeah.
Yeah, anime in general.
We might as well just call the library just anime. I don't know, anime library.
Pretty much.
Manga and
Hey,
anime library.
I've been getting a lot more into anime lately. I don't know if you've heard of Blue Lock. I don't know if I talked about that one already or not.
I think I don't know. Did you? I'm not sure.
Well, okay. Blue Lock was an anime that I saw that was up there in the charts. People were really watching it. And then a friend had told me about it. And so I asked him what it's about. And he tells me, just watch it. And then I was all like, Like, okay, like, so he tells me it's about soccer, but it's more than that. I was like, okay. So I sit down and I watch it, and my kids are there, and they're like, what's this about? And I tell them, like, I don't know, it's about soccer. And they both groan. And I'm like, yeah, but everyone keeps liking it, so I don't know what it's really about. So we sat down, and man, after the first episode, we were hooked.
Oh.
Like, it's about soccer, but like, doesn't even do it justice. But think Squid Games. Did you watch Squid Games?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so think Squid Games and soccer.
Oh.
Except no one dies, but it's the most intense soccer anime I've ever seen in my life, and it gets you hooked. Like it's real. Like holy crap! Like this is hardcore. Like it's good. I highly recommend it. So if you have something else you want to watch Blue Lock.
Dang.
And it is top quality anime. Like it's not just a cheesy anime with Shonen Jump style storytelling or something like that. No, this is good.
Gee, yeah, I might check it out. Yeah. I like intense shows like that. Just get you all nervous and stuff, and you're like, oh no. All right, well, that's all we have time for today in our anime NPC Village here. Thanks everyone for playing with us. If you enjoyed this content and want more, be sure to check out all our podcasts on YouTube, as well as me, PUMAPAKI, on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. I do live streams of various games and silly little videos. You have any final words, Ronan?
No, just keep on playing. I need to come up with a catchphrase. Maybe that'll be mine.
Oh, you can come up with one real quick. I don't know.
I know. I gotta see what I have in the old memory bank. But for now, it's gonna be keep on playing.
All right. Okay. And don't forget to save your game, listeners, and everyone have a good rest. Don't forget to take a break.
Later.